why God is like this? What do you mean God is like that? Have God ever promised you that this world is going to be like that?
It's not even ex-Muslims, bro. This is my new cup. Have you seen my new cup?
Look at it in terms of sociologically, Islam works. It wakes up humanity. It brings out the best in people. The most tenacious and the most determined and the most zealous people on earth are Muslims. One of the examples I really like to think about is this. There's a boxer, right? There's a boxer. He's about to go into a ring, and the coach says to the boxer, no one's going to hit you. The other guy's going to be fine. Everything's fantastic. Just go in there, have fun, and have pleasure in the ring. He goes in there, he gets knocked out, he gets hit, and he's traumatized. Then the coach goes to another person and says, listen, the guy's going to try and hit you. You need to defend yourself. You need to do a hook. You need to do this. You need to do that, whatever. This is how you protect yourself. This is how you knock him out. Who's going to have a better life? The first boxer, the second boxer? It's going to be the second boxer, because there is a realistic expectation of life. Yeah. And this is actually hijab's example. I thought it was really, really good. That liberalism teaches you nonsense. This life is about pleasure. This life's about this. This life's about that. Islam actually teaches you the reality of life. And we go out in the world, the happiest people are Muslim. Look, all of us have traveled to the Muslim world and been to other parts of the world. Muslims don't need to be rich to be happy.
It is not happy people that are grateful, but it is grateful that it is a grateful people that are happy. And this is a topic that I'm focusing currently here in Malaysia, where I'm sharing with people about managing expectations versus reality. And why a lot of people nowadays, they went into depressions is because they have unmet expectations. They have unrealistic expectations. And according to the research as well, there's around 49% of marriage fail, divorce, because of unmet expectations. I have a certain expectation towards my spouse. Why do you have that kind of expectation? Have you ever verbalized it? Who tell you that it's realistic? How do you know that it's realistic? If we able to understand, and as a Muslim, our reality is what Allah says and what the Prophet says. That we will be tested. That is reality. We will die. That is reality. That we will be tested with wealth, with sickness, with poverty, with death. That is reality. That we will have trouble in life. That is reality. No, and there will be calamity around the world. That is reality. We Muslims do not live with fantasy. If you look into what most of the psychologists come today, they say in order for you to avoid to fall into depressions, there is a number one rule. And this rule, Prophet Sallallahu have already teach us. Be shukur, having great gratitude. And this is something that even as a Chinese, there is a philosophy of the words in Mandarin called kan en. Kan en means being grateful. We have dealt with, I think, Subur, Wissam, and Hamza, that some Muslim or some other people who live their religion is because they have certain expectations. Like some ex-Muslim, why God is like this? What do you mean God is like that? Have God ever promised you that this world is going to be like that?
It's not even ex-Muslims, bro. This is my new cup. Have you seen my new cup? Can you read it? I don't do whiny Muslims. Yeah. Why is Allah done this? Oh, Qadr and this and well, how can Allah burn someone in hell? These kind of people, man. I could take revert Muslims though. I've got a real soft spot for revert Muslims who are trying to understand Islam, but for born Muslims, I struggle with, man.
And I'll tell you something. You can even say a revert or 1 year worth of knowledge and development has a better grasp of the deen than someone that's been Muslim 30 years. Yep. In some cases. It's the laziness of not looking for answers yourself and just falling into
if
these
you're
things.
born into a Muslim family, you're born with mosques around you. You're going to be going to madrasa. You're going to be celebrating Eid. You're going to have Muslim. As a revert, you're going to be facing animosity from your families. You're not going to be going to the mosque. So for me, I have a softer spot. But when someone's got all that network around them that they can go to their imam or go to an uncle or something, do something. Yeah. But I say, even when people say, oh, there's so many Muslims leaving Islam, I say, listen, when you see Muslims and what Islam is portrayed as, you shouldn't be surprised. You should expect it. If Islam is a religion of hate, intolerance, misogyny, all of these things that Islam is painted as, when somebody leaves Islam, it should be a shock to you. But what should be a shock to you when people come to Islam?
And we will never see any scholars of Islam who really have studies about Islam left Islam. But we can see people from other religions, Hindu, Buddhist, Christianity, especially, those scholars embrace Islam. And you see, those people who live Islam, as compared to those people who come to Islam, is just a testimony of what Allah Subhanahu wa Taala has says in the
Subhanallah.
Quran. Surah Muhammad, verse 38. That Allah will replace you with someone who is better than you.